on number 2 in McCook, Nebraska. There's a little over 7,000 people, 7,500 I reckon, here in town. And I didn't do a complete drive-through in McCook last time. I don't know where I'm gonna go. As far as now, I'm just gonna drive. It's raining right now, like it's been raining for the last month and a half. There was somebody that wanted me to drive by somebody's house for them. That's another YouTuber, and I don't know the guy. And I kind of was thinking about, yeah, I'll go and do that. I'll go and drive by, no big deal. But I got to think about it. I was like, no, can't do that because I would like to have the guy's permission first. You know what I mean? I don't want to just put his house up there. I know where he lives at. Because a person told me where he lived at, and I went on Google Street View and found it. But you know, I just don't want to do that without the owner's permission. I don't want to put their house all over the internet, even though it's on Google. But you know what I mean. I think you understand where I'm coming from. I just don't want to do that. I don't feel comfortable with doing that. Maybe one day I'll meet the guy and, you know, talk to him about it and see what he does. This road here eventually takes you to North Plate. I have an old friend and a boss. He was my boss first, and he was my friend later through the years that actually lived here in North Plate. And I met him when I lived in Texas, when I worked down there. Worked as a network engineer for an ISP, which eventually they switched me over to answering phones. So I pretty much did it all. I answered tech calls, did sales calls, did billing, worked on radios. I mean, just pretty much everything there. Did a little bit of the website. Fixed wireless internet company. If you live in Texas and you live in Mineral Wells or Boyd, even some of Hazel, on all points west of the DFW, and you got fixed wireless internet, you probably got it from us. Even Alice Walton, her ranch used our service too as well. Which is funny too, because you know she got a ranch up there, Flying W or something like that, and she had one of her, I guess, what her handler would call up there, and asked for new service at a different spot on the ranch. And of course, like, you know, sure, no problem. We can, you know, come up there and evaluate it and blah blah, you know. And she's like, Alice wants to know if she can get a discount, you know. You know, she had several points of service with us and wanted a discount. Okay, so I was like, all right, I'll go ask my boss, you know. And I was like, hey man, you know, Flying W Ranch just wanting to know if we get a discount. And he's like, you ever get a discount going to Walmart? I'm like, no. He's like, all right, there's your answer. But I was like, dang, okay. And if anybody can afford the internet service, she could. It wasn't like it was that expensive. I mean, for what it wasn't that expensive. It's better than nothing, you know. Anyway. $65 figured about going 60 due to the weather. If I get somebody on my butt, I'll speed up a little bit. But generally haven't had that problem here. Somebody riding my ass. I mean, if they do, they'll pass, you know, eventually. But in some states, they'll just ride your ass continuously, like, alright, pass, why don't you? I'm gonna eventually turn around up here. Not quite ready to go to North Plate yet. But if you'd like for me to go up here and drive around, let me know. It's a little bigger town than McCook is. I'll tell you what I miss about living here is fried chicken. I mean, yeah, you may get it home, but so I either just go to KFC and get some fried chicken. They don't have KFC here. And I'm not even sure North Plate does either. I don't know where I'd go to get some. I can't find any in North Plate. It's amazing the stuff you miss when you don't have it, you know? Or you can't get it. Because honestly, I haven't eaten fried chicken in probably a year. And now they don't have it here, I want it.
It's like how the old saying goes, you don't know how much you're going to miss it until it's gone.
Right. Or you don't know what you missed till it's gone, something like that, yeah.
Either way, the saying makes sense in this format.
Turn around up here and we'll see you when we get back to McCook. Alright, we're back in McCook. Like I said, I'm just going to drive around. I don't really have any place in mind. Excuse me. I call it the Flying W. I think the Rockin' W. That's what it was. It's Rockin' W Ranch. Used to have an old two-door Caprice. Put a lot of work into the car. Back when I was big in Hot Rod Magazine and Hot Rod Culture and all that, and I kind of, I guess, became friends with the editor of Hot Rod Magazine. They had a forum there back in the day. message boards for them. You know, you can go in there and ask questions and, you know, get tech support and all that sort of stuff. And on the street. And the editor, David Freiberger, I don't know, it's a funny name, told me if I get the car painted that they would do a feature on it. But I never got the car painted because I wound up wrecking it before that could happen. Totaled it. But yeah, it sucks. That was the last time I done anything with any cars. It was back in 2007, I guess. Find a picture I'll post on the video too. I had an old hard drive that had all them pictures of my car and stuff in it, and hard drive wound up clacking out. I lost a bunch of pictures of my kids and all kind of stuff. I know it's stupid of me to keep it all in one media, but I did. And I regret it, and I don't recommend it. If you're gonna have something like that, always have a backup. Always have a backup.
Back every day any way you can.
Well, it was back to that hard drive, but that was the only backup I had. And so I learned my lesson because it happened to me again here recently, but I had a backup of the backup, and that's the only reason why I got to keep all my music and stuff, because hundreds of hours worth of, you know, just noodling around, some of my music that I've had published, you know, all that stuff. And I had a backup of all that, and turn here. I had a backup of all that, and the backup of a backup, and so I was able to save all that stuff. But I think I got at least one picture left of my Caprice. Had a 383 stroker in it. I kept the original carburetor because there was nothing wrong with it, and it was worth 750 CFM, somewhere around there, 700, 750, something like that. And I had rebuilt it too as well. Like I said, there wasn't anything wrong with it. Had some Eldebrock parts on it as well. Had Moog ball joints I put in it myself. Some Krager tires on it, or rims rather. You know, that's whatever I could put on it. Had a brand new TH350 shift kit put in it. Yeah, I think the stock gears were 372, 337 or something like that. Or excuse me, 737, 732, somewhere around there. I don't remember. That was going to be my next thing. Next goal was to change that rear end out. But it's funny because I paid 50 cents for that car. It was sitting in a field, weeds growing up around it. And this was in Texas, and didn't have any rust on it, surprisingly. And I got it from a guy I was working with. He knew I desperately needed a car, and knew I knew how to work on them. And when I got it, I found some wires in the trunk. All the wires were chewed up. The spark plug cables, you know, the spark plug wires. You know what? I'm going to turn around. I want to go somewhere else. This is good. This is what's going to be in. Can I go here? Anyway, the wires were all chewed up, and I found some wires in the trunk, so I put about 3 of them on and limped it home. It wouldn't get over 40 miles an hour, but yeah, finally got it home, and just I had it for several years. And dumped all the money and work and sweat and tears and a little bit of blood and burns, and yeah, it looked good, man. Had all chromed out. Pop the hood's like, oh, you know. Worked at a body shop for a while out in the middle of Texas, and we had a guy come through there with a 77 Corvette Stingray and a 77 Levi Edition Gremlin. And I'll tell you what, you know, for a inline 6, that little freaking Gremlin was torquey as hell. I'd blow the tires off the back. I had fun driving that thing around the shop. And I got to go take it to get detailed, so that was fun too. You know, you look at them cars and you're like, man, these things are ugly, and they kind of are, but they grow on you fast. And they're really roomy. We made that car look good too after we got done with it. It was in the shop for probably 3 months. It wasn't a priority or anything, but we had it for a good 3 months and fixed that thing up right. Yeah, I drove the Corvette too as well. It was the first time I've ever been in a Corvette as far as driving one, and that was okay. Still had like a old musty carpet smell to it. I mean, we changed all that stuff out, but it still has a smell to it. But yeah, it was fun. I was doing estimates. That's what my job was, and I worked in the back some too, helping the guys. But my main job was doing estimates. And you can make good money doing estimates if you work for the right people too. I really didn't work for the right people, so I didn't get paid much. I don't know how long this rain's supposed to last as far as the season. Everybody I talked to said this is unusual. They don't get this much rain here.
I even heard some dude complaining a long while ago.
What's that?
I heard some dude complain a long while ago.
Oh, well, you imagine yourself if it don't rain. You know, if you're somewhere and it doesn't do a certain weather thing, and all of a sudden it's doing that weather thing, and then it's doing it excessively, I can see where people would be upset.
So can I.
I mean, Missouri, Southwest Missouri, this ain't nothing, you know?
Yeah, this is normal.
Yeah, this is normal. But if you look You know where it rains at by the trees. You know, if you got big tall ass trees,
it rains.
You know it rains. Southwest Missouri's got some big tall ass trees, so you know it rains.
Yeah.
I mean, it's raining there now, I think. This place reminds me of something, another place, I just can't quite put my finger on it. I want to say Paducah, Kentucky, but not so much. Some of it, certain parts remind me of Paducah, but other parts remind me of somewhere else. I just can't put my finger on it. Wait there for a second because I couldn't see any cars. I think we've been through this. I think this has already been on the other video. That's okay, we'll go a little further down. Yeah, the rain don't bother me. I like the rain. I'm more than happy with it. 61 degrees out right now. The weather's cool. I had the vent on so the windows don't fog up. But I think it's beautiful right now. Like I said, the rain don't bother me. I ain't gonna melt in it. Looks like some kind of school or church. Alrighty, people, I appreciate the nearly 300 subscribers. The last video I had at 292, and I looked again today, it was at 295, so 5 more people and we'll have 300 subscribers. That means there's 300 people that were actually interested in something I have to show, which is very awesome, very cool. Like I said, I never would have dreamed I would have had 295, but I do appreciate it. I'm not good on my words sometimes, but looks like it did it down there. It's turn to right. Anyway, I plan on doing some more driving soon, and especially when the weather clears up, because it's hard to navigate some of these country roads and just a 2-wheel drive. And some of them are dirt roads and they wash out, and you really need a 4x4 to get through them. Anywho, yeah, so if you like seeing little small towns like this, well, this is not really a small town, 7,000 something people, but if you want to see more small town driving, just how, you know, people live, that sort of thing, then subscribe if you're not. Like the video, comment, do all that stuff to help me out to keep doing this, because it's encouraging when I upload a video and it's got 200-300 views on it, you know. It makes me want to keep doing this, but it's kind of discouraging when I take my time and money and all that and I go to the town and I don't get any views. So if you would, please, if you're subscribed, leave a comment, just say hi, and you know, just say hi, whatever. Didn't have to be anything like long, or if you have a criticism, or if you have a suggestion, you know, I'd read all the comments. The good, bad, and the ugly. The good, bad, and ugly. Yeah, makes sense. So, yeah, just leave a comment, like the video, or dislike, whatever. That just helps me to get seen. The algorithm will pick it up a lot faster.
Algorithm,
whatever. Potato.
Potato.
Oh, I hate that. Don't say that.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, all right. I appreciate it. I'll stop rambling. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you again. Bye.